Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, Lars, you look like a well-to-do man. You look like you've got about 8 jobs.
I have a few jobs, yes.
Well, there you go. You see, I got that right. My middle-class radar was working. What do we think about this? Because I'm torn. I'm 50-50. On the one hand, I think they should be paid simply to focus on the needs of their constituents. On the other hand, I want to attract the best potential public representatives. And if you're a high flyer in a different industry, I think you've got a role to play in the House of Commons.
You do. I don't necessarily think having a second job is a problem, depending on what that job is. But I also think it ought to be controlled by the Parliamentary Standards Committee. You know, you'll have doctors who are members of Parliament who also need to maintain their general medical practice certificate. And of course, Mark, you're forgetting that you have MPs that are also presenters on GBNews. So, you know, if you ban them from having jobs, you're going to have to find some new presenters.
Let's get Lars. Let's bring Christina into this if we can, because I'd love to hear what my presenter's friend thinks about this. Christina Rihanov, who is, of course, a Strictly Star, a dancer and an entrepreneur as well. You've got a few jobs. Let's get everyone in on this if we can. I'd love to have Lars on the shot as well. Listen, Christina, what do you think about this? Are MPs underpaid?
The numbers I've read in that article are shocking. So much money on public appearances, talking about being politicians. I think I agree with Les. If this is the job which is completely different to what they do in Parliament, then fair play, because of the doctors or lawyers or anything of that nature. But I think if they're making money because they're elected by the public, I think in some kind of way, this money has to go back to the public because they elected them there. They now have a chance to make a lot of money and go around the world and do public appearances talking about Parliament.